the craziest stories I ever heard in my life.
It happened, Johnny. Just before dinner, really. Could I make up something like that? Well, I didn't. You can call Sam Garrison at the zoo. He'll tell you. He's the temporary keeper till Owensville replacement comes. Awful man, he hates me, and it wasn't my fault. I'm really scared.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, I don't know why I should be surprised. Anybody who make a friend of Tizo Novotny could certainly make a friend of an ape. Only a gorilla in the cage is a damn sight safer to be with.
Listen, I've had a really terrible day. If you're not going to be supported, I just think I'll go upstairs.
Look, Dee, all I'm doing is suggesting that your gorilla friend and your gangster friend, who, God help me, happens to be related to me now, are on a par. I mean, if you're scared of the gorilla, you better be twice as scared of Tizo Novotny and stay away from him, at least when you visit your friend Prince Albert. I mean, you don't get shot at.
I wasn't planning to visit Tizo anymore. I do like him, but I don't think it's safe either.
You got the elevators here, and you got this corridor going down this way. Down here at the end, the old man. Now, after about 9 o'clock or so, there's nobody in the hall. One nurse at this station, and Tizo's nurse with him. Then the big problem, the cop, right here all the time.
The nurse is no problem. We can get rid of her whenever we want. The cop's a big headache. But we'll figure it.
Bob?
Tizo?
Hello, my dear. Just a minute. You can take your break now, Miss Wicks.
Is everything all right?
Well, under the circumstances, not bad. But I'm concerned, not about my health. I know I'm the cause of the trouble between you and Joey.
You're not the cause. The basic problem seems to be dishonesty.
There are certain things that would bear some explanation. I find it difficult here on the phone. Could you come to see me?
Tizo, you know, I cannot do that. The one thing Joey has told me is I have to stay away from you. It's not safe. I'm sorry.
Joey's concerned, but I think a little bit too much now. I've got a guard here on the door. I've got a room at the end of the hall. Nobody can break in. I have a nurse. I'd like to get rid of her.
Really, I can't.
Well, you say you want the truth. I have some information that I think might change your mind.
I've told Joe I need to hear the truth from him.
There are things that Joey can't tell you that I can. If you want the truth, you'll hear it, but you must come here to see me. Don't tell anybody you're coming, your family or Joe. They'll worry too much.
It worries me.
Siobhan, you know I wouldn't endanger you. Just come here quietly, and we'll have an important conversation. Just come in after the visiting hours. I'll make arrangements for you to get in, and we can talk more then.
Okay. I'll be there.
Good. I've been doing some research. This is a good map you made.
Not bad for 5 minutes there, huh?
You do good work, Mike. When we're done with this, maybe we'll have other jobs for you. Now, all we gotta do is get that cop out of the way. And we could kill the old man tonight.
Get back there, you. Get back, Albert. Get! All right, I'm not gonna play games with an ape. You don't want it? Be thirsty. What are you doing back here again?
Public place, so I came to see Albert.
This is public, but that isn't. You set one foot near that feeding area and I'll have you thrown out. You've caused enough trouble.
is it with you, anyway?
I'm waiting for Albert. He's in there and he won't come out. Since I'm not allowed back there anymore, I guess I just have to wait till he decides to come out.
Well, you can wait till the cows come home, lady, but I don't think he's going to show his face out here today. He's been sulking back there since yesterday when you got him so uptight.
I did no such thing. You're the one that upset him. I got him back into the cage. You're the one that was mean and poked at him. Listen, I have to see him and explain it all, or he'll never forgive me.
You know something, lady? Maybe I was wrong about you. Maybe you do belong here. Or behind bars somewhere, anyway.
I'm not going to stand here and be insulted.
Good. Why don't you go somewhere else, then?
I'm not going to be bullied by you either. Maybe you can boss around innocent animals. You're not going to boss me.
Look, that poor innocent ape in there could tear you limb from limb. He weighs 475 pounds. He's not a poet, lady, or a member of your therapy group. He's a gorilla.
You don't give him any credit at all. He's very smart and sensitive, and he's always responded to me.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's true. Owen would tell you to just bother to call him. Listen, Albert's hurting because he's been abandoned, first by his wife and then by his keeper, and now we've had this misunderstanding.
Write him a letter, why don't you?
Oh, please. Owen promised that he'd tell the new keeper about me and that I'd be able to go back there still. He needs me.
Look, there are rules and there are reasons for them. Yesterday should have proved that to you. While I'm in charge here, you're just another visitor. Only more trouble, maybe.
Do you know where Owen is?
No, and I don't care. The guy I'm looking for is a new keeper. He was supposed to be here today, but he hasn't showed up yet, so I got to pull double duty again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got to go take care of some reptiles.
Pity the snake.
You stay out of there.
Okay. Yesterday at all. I know. You probably feel let down by me, maybe even betrayed. I had to get you back in the cage. It was for your own good. I hated turning you over to that man. He is awful, but he won't be here much longer. Really, Mr. Fine will be here. Ah! Albert! Please! You mean... Albert, you mean a lot to me. Sometimes, you know, I felt that you were the only person in the world that loved me. If you don't anymore, well, I just feel so insecure. You do too. That's the problem, isn't it? Victoria left and Owen left, and I was only trying to help. Albert, I wish you wouldn't be so mad. You know, we built up a lot of trust, you and I. You gonna let that all go because of one little tiny slip on my part? Albert, please don't hold a grudge. Right, okay, goodbye.
Hello, Chizo?
You see you're safe in here with our friend out there.
Yes, I hope we both are.
I think you can go now.
Oh, very well. Please don't stay too long. He's very weak.
Weak. That's all she knows.
You seem to have a certain staying power.
I'm wondering if that's a good idea in your mind.
Oh, I don't have bad wishes for you, Chizo.
But you haven't had very many good wishes for me either, have you?
Now, this is not the time.
It may be the only time we have.
I've been aware that you have lied to me. Even worse, that Joey has. Both of you told me that you were retired from all kinds of illegal activities. That Joey never had anything to do with it, and that he never would. Even a fool can't believe that. Do you know that that's considered fraud as defined by the church? Grounds for an annulment?
An annulment would leave the child without a father.
So would a bullet or a bomb.
Oh, please, let's not have any more talk of annulment until after I've said what I have to say.
Why should I believe you now?
Because I'm willing to tell you some things that are unpleasant. The things in the past have changed. Things are not the way they used to be. My main involvement is in the restaurant, in real estate, and in a laundry business. Principally the harbor side, where I can do what I do best, cook.
But you're not, as you said, retired from other things.
I tried, but unfortunately there are some businesses that you can't get out of and stay alive. I know too much about too many people. And I'm in danger, and so are the people that I love. I'm not trying to make excuses, but an explanation that I think you're entitled to. For your information, and just for yours alone, yes, I have been involved in some things that you could regard as criminal.
Regard as criminal? Drug dealing? Gambling? Loan sharking and prostitution?
You're a brave girl.
No. I'm carrying Joey's child, and I think it's your only hope for a grandchild. And that makes me immune, perhaps even to you.
Siobhan, have I ever been unkind to you?
Yes. It was very cruel of you to allow me to marry Joey, thinking that he was an innocent, colorful, rather wonderful nephew of a reformed gangster.
Joey's involvement with me was never the point. Joey was the point. Do you accuse me of allowing you to love him?
I don't love lies.
I understand that you told Joey that if he came and told you that he wasn't involved in any of my activities, that you'd reconsider your marriage.
That's it in a nutshell.
Does that mean that you'd forgive him for keeping his mouth shut in loyalty to me? I understand that the Ryans are very strong on family loyalty.
I would find it hard to approve of that. I certainly can understand it.
Then your marriage is safe. Joey's not involved in any criminal activity. I won't let him be. Besides, it's out of my hands. My associates don't trust him because he's too soft, too sentimental, and because he's married outside the business.
So, Joey's not involved because you tell me?
You don't believe me?
I'm not a child. I'm not a fool. Please don't treat me like one. Am I to be reassured because you have owned up?
I had hoped to reassure you about Joey, about his role, not me. But it so happens that I am involved in certain activities, certain number of enterprises necessary to all my operations. I own 7 legitimate money-making businesses besides the harbor side. And 2/3 of the people that work for them don't even know they're working for Cecil Novotny. They're honest, hard-working, church-going people with families, just like yours. Those are the operations that Joey's taking care of while I'm recovering.
How do you draw the line?
I know there are some people that Joey may brush against, some of my people whose business is not so innocent, but he probably wouldn't even know who they are.
Tizo, I appreciate what you're trying to do. I can't buy it. I need to hear the truth from Joey. I need to have proof.
That will take me a little more time.
I think I know how we can handle the cop. I can take him off your hands.
Good. How?
I'll show you.
Okay. And what about the old man? You want to help me put him out?
I don't know. No, I never really...
Never mind. I'll take care of it. You don't even need to watch. You just get that cop off the door for me.
I can do that.
Good. Come on.
What kind of proof would convince you that your husband isn't a criminal? How can I prove that to you, Siobhan?
Tizo, there's nothing that you can say. I'm afraid it has to come from Joey. Assurances just aren't enough. There have been too many lies for too long.
I'm sorry you see it that way.
Well, that's the way it is.
I tried to protect Joey. I always wanted him to be able to say that he didn't know anything about my business. I tried. But when he grew older, it was more difficult. He saw and he knew. And when it came time for him to make a decision about his own life, he moved away from everything that I could offer him. He went to school. He worked hard. He started his fishing business. He wanted a completely new life. He married you. You're everything that I couldn't offer him. A good life. Oh.
Tizo, what's wrong?
In a minute.
Well, why don't I ring for the nurse?
Oh, I'm fine.
She'll be here in just a minute.
I was just on my way in.
He's having trouble breathing, has some pain?
No,
Well, it's time for his medication. This will take care of it.
those things make me nervous.
Well, it's only so you feel better.
Oh, I get tired. I don't like feeling helpless.
There we are. Now that should start taking effect almost immediately.
Thank you.
Siobhan, it's important to Joey that you don't give up on him.
It's not about giving up. I simply have to know the man that I am married to.
Your husband is not a criminal.
Well, we're back where we started. I need some proof.
All right?
Looks good. You ready?
Anytime. You got your story straight?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You do your part. There's no way the old man gets away from us this time.
Okay. I'll be back in 15 minutes.
Get me security, quick. It's Garrison over at the Primate House. One of the gorillas has escaped. You heard me. Get security now. I don't know how he escaped. What difference does it make? He's out. Get security on it now. Call the police and the ASPCA now.
Hi. Where's everybody?
Well, I'm somebody.
Oh, come on, I didn't mean that.
No, I know. Maeve's at Novena. Johnny's upstairs with the kids. Kevin's in Ireland, and I am having my second drink of the evening, and I would love some company.
Well, I think you just got it.
I guess so. So entertain me, Mr. Reed.
Well,
How was your day?
well, I spent most of it working over at the restaurant. Boy, I never realized half the stuff you have to do to get a place like that running. Unbelievable.
So is your boss. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Actually, I think she's got everything together right now. Like all that stuff in her brain just kind of settled down. She's very practical, organized about the business. Still do, though.
Well, then I salute your patience and your loyalty.
How you doing, honey?
I'm okay.
Oh, now, come on. You can do better than that.
I wish I could. Okay, no, I mean, everything's fine. I have my work, my family, my friends. I don't have anything to complain about.
Maybe being lonely. You still miss him, don't you?
I'm married. I thought it was supposed to get easier.
Well, now you just got to give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
Why don't you get out more? Go to a play or movie, something like that. You used to do that all the time.
Well, I'm out now, aren't I?
No, I'm serious, honey.
Oh, Bob, I hate going out by myself. When you go out, you want to share it with someone. Oh, I don't know.
You don't have to go alone.
No.
No, I'm always available. You can drag me along. I mean, that didn't sound right.
No.
No, I mean it. I mean it. I'm not so bad once you get to know me.
You're right. You're terrific. Thank you.
Hi. Hey,
Hi, Jack.
sit down.
Where have you been all day?
Out in Sheepshead Bay.
Oh, how is it out there?
Oh, it's a nice place. I like it. It's a real community.
Yeah? What are you doing out there?
Well, I'm doing a story on T, sir, so I went out to try to get a feel for what kind of impact his being there has had on the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's about what I expected. He's quiet, low-key, but everybody knows he's there. They know who he is. They know what he does. But his presence makes them feel safe in a way.
I don't understand.
No, it makes sense. It's his territory. No one's going to cause any trouble. Have him to answer to.
That's about it.
Were you out there all day?
Till around 6. I took a walk by the water. There was a wind, felt good. Cleared my head. On the way back, I stopped by the place where Mary had the accident, and I parked on the access road, and I sat and thought about Mary. How it all happened.
Don't do that, Jack. You really shouldn't.
It's all right. I was trying to remember something I should know, something I just can't get hold of. It has to do with the man in the green hat. Mary knew what she was saying. She was trying to tell me something.
What?
I don't know. Something.
None of it makes sense. None of it. Well, who's going to be my first dance partner? Oh, that's flattering, you guys. Very flattering. Come on, Bob.
Oh, honey, come on. I'm not exactly light by feet.
Oh, well, you can be light on mine. Come on.
Hey, I bet you've been looking for me. I'm sorry I'm late. My watch must have stopped or something. That's what I get for buying it on the street. You'd think I'd know better.
Huh?
I'm Chuck Clancy, your relief. Didn't they tell you I was coming?
Oh, yeah, but not for another couple of hours.
Oh, they told me 8 o'clock. I'm a half hour late already.
I'm not till 10.
Oh, well, somebody screwed up. Well, as long as I'm here.
I'd better not.
All right, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm in enough trouble with the lieutenant as it is. I better stay right here. Novotny will just have a double guard, I guess. Make him feel safe. How's the old man doing?
At least it's quieter up here. Not so many visitors.
That's nice to hear. Makes the job easier.
Yeah.
What kind of proof do you want?
You're very tired. I think maybe I should go.
No. It's the medication. I'm fine. Tell me.
I love Joey. I want to stay married to him. I want him to be there when I have my baby. Our baby. I know he loves me, and I know that he wants to have a life with me, but the only way that he can prove that to me is if he will come away with me.
Away?
Someplace else, not here.
Away from me, that's what you're saying. I hate it that it's come to this. My business interests are touching you this way. I'd hate to see you leave. I miss you, but if that's what you really want to do...
I think so.
I won't stand in your way. Have you told Joey about this?
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to leave till you're better.
Well, you can certainly understand that.
I do. Is there any other reason he should stay?
No, I need him here for two reasons. As I told you, he's been running my businesses, my legitimate businesses. He's the only one I can trust. I can't let that go. Until I'm well, I have to have Joey here.
What's the other reason?
My other businesses are run by somebody else. I think it's best that you not know his name. Very few people know him. Like you and the rest of your family, everybody thinks that Joey is taking over for me. It's helpful for me for them to think that.
Why?
It throws people off the track. When they see him, they think of me, or an extension of me. And they think my business is running smoothly without any weaknesses.
Teasel, how can you do that? You're putting him in grave danger.
No, not really. In certain circles, he's considered untouchable.
Like you're untouchable?
Look, I haven't seen my kids in about a week.
Oh, sure. Why don't you get going? No point in both of us hanging around here. I can take care of this here. Night.
You're very tired. I am very tired. I don't think that we're going to settle anything here tonight. I think perhaps I should go.
No, please sit with me for a little while more. We don't have to talk. You'll be my niece, visiting me. We'll be friends, like the old days, like before. We'll pretend that none of this has happened, for a few minutes anyway. Will you do that for me?
Sure.
What are you talking about? You're terrific.
Oh, come on. Huh? Oh,
Oh, my fault, my fault.
you all right?
Well, certainly I am. Oh,
Hey, don't you think you ought to stop?
why?
Because the music has.
Well, it does that. Put a quarter in.
Now, come on, let's go sit down.
No, stop. Why?
Because I'm tired now. Come on.
Oh. Watch out, you're next. You got the stuff has to follow, too. So get ready. Oh,
How many of those you had today?
I had two.
Huh?
Honest.
Had anything to eat?
I had lunch.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'll get you something.
All right, I'll have a scotch.
I need something to eat.
Oh. No, I'm not hungry. I am tired, though. I should go home.
Yeah, well, come on. I'm going to take you home to bed.
Bob, read.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh,
Thank you. This is very sweet.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Take care of yourself.
Jack, I think Dee expects me over at the restaurant to work on the inventory. I think she can handle it. In case she calls, tell her I'll be back.
Sure.
See you later.
Siobhan,
I thought you were asleep.
you going home?
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
I'm glad you came to see me. You will think about what I said.
Of course.
He loves you, Siobhan. Don't give up on him.
Good night.
Good night, my dear.
Tizo? Tizo,
Who's there?
are you not supposed to have police protection?
Outside.
There is
Stop
nobody
them.
out there. There is no one at the door.
Are you sure?
The place
Carter?
is empty.
No.
I'm going to call the security people. They'll find somebody up here.
No. Oh, I don't trust them.
No.
I don't trust anybody.
Well, they're
Oh.
here to help you.
Help me.
That's what they're here for.
Help. You got... I know what they'll do. Help me get out of here.
You can.
Help me get out of here. I know what they'll do. If you don't let me out, help me out, I'll be dead in 5 minutes. Help me.
All right.
Oh,
Don't move. Stay right here. I'll be right back.
Siobhan.
Stay there.
They're coming. They're coming.
All right, now this time you're going to have to help me.
Okay.
It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. All right. Now, hold very still. Hold very still. take a picture, it'll last longer. You guys are all alike.
Somebody cashed it in, huh?
Yeah.
What?
We just met. He's a big-time gangster or something.
Oh, yeah?
That's what I heard. He got shot. You believe stuff like that goes on?
I guess so.
Yeah, the place has been crawling with cops now for 2 days. A lot of other people, too. You must have seen them.
Sure.
Oh, you must be new here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. When did you start?
Yesterday.
I didn't think I'd seen you before. I would have remembered. Where are you assigned?
Here and there, I'm part-time.
Maybe we'll see each other again.
Maybe.
You must be Dr. Adams from the morgue. I've been up on 6th waiting a long time for you, only this one was making me kind of nervous. Would you give me a hand here?
Sure. I'm sorry I kept you waiting. I got held up down here. Would you mind holding the elevator door, please?
Thanks a lot.
Hey, you gotta hear this. On the news, these gorillas escaped.
Celia acquire a gorilla.
Still unconfirmed, reports also indicated that a similar incident occurred earlier this week, at which time the gorilla was immediately recaptured. Repeating that story, in Central Park today, combined efforts of city police and the ASPCA have failed to recover Prince Albert, the gorilla who escaped from the zoo earlier this evening. Park pedestrians are advised to exercise extreme caution as the animal is in a disturbed and highly dangerous state.
I don't believe it.
How long have you known Delia?
I believe it.
Well, she was telling me about this last night, you know. I mean, I didn't believe it either at first. Then she started to talk about how he was angry at her because...
Everybody? What's going on?
You mean you haven't heard?
No. Heard what? Why is everybody staring at me? I didn't do anything wrong, I don't think.
You know your friend, Prince Albert.
Yeah, sure. What?
Well, he escaped from his cage tonight. It was on the news.
What'd they say?
Well, just that. I mean, the ASPCA, the police are looking for him. He's loose in the park, someplace, and that he's dangerous, highly disturbed.
Oh, no. Well, he's not dangerous. He might be a little upset, but he wouldn't hurt anybody. He couldn't.
Well, Johnny says that you're a good friend of his.
I am. I mean, I was.
Well, how did you two meet?
I was taking little John to the zoo. We went into the primate house. You're making fun of me.
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm fascinated. I've never personally known a gorilla myself.
You are making fun of me. You just never like for me to have friends.
Oh, come on, Dee, huh?
I don't care. It's true. Prince Albert is my friend. And he's very intelligent and sensitive, a lot more than some people I know. What they say they're going to do when they catch him, they're not going to hurt him, are they?
Well, they're going to do what they have to do, but they have to find him first.
He shouldn't be wandering around by himself. Where could he have gone?
Beats me. Where did the gorilla go when he escaped from the zoo?
Wherever he was. That's just the kind of attitude that started this whole thing, you know. Oh, you don't understand. Nobody understands. Albert's been really upset lately, and I was his last friend. And now he hates me.
Why?
Because yesterday he got out of his cage by mistake, and I was there, and he was coming towards me. He wasn't going to hurt me, but I had to get him back in his cage, and I tricked him back into it. I think he was trying to get away from that new keeper that's been really mean to him. He didn't understand. I had to do it. Couldn't let him be loose. And he got really mad when he realized what I'd done to him. Kept snarling and slamming against the cage. Do you think that he would come after me? He might try to find me.
Well, from what I hear, gorillas have a lousy sense of direction, so...
Well, look, you're not planning to go to your restaurant tonight, are you?
Yes, I
But
was.
don't, Dee. I mean, they said on the radio for people to exercise extreme caution going to the park. I mean, the best thing is to stay away from the park entirely, especially tonight.
Oh, I guess you're right. Oh, poor Albert. He's probably lost and scared. And he thinks he doesn't have a friend in the world. It's all my fault.
Why? What'd you do? Slip him a banana with a file in it?
Go ahead, laugh and make jokes, all of you. How can you be so mean?
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry at all.
Come on, Dee, please. We're just carrying on a little bit too much, I think. I'm warning you, sweetheart. Just stay away from the park until he's captured. Who knows what could happen?
About half an hour ago?
Well, it's just a matter of time anyway. Listen, I'll need your help filling out the reports.
Of course.
Got a delivery for you. I'm sorry, this area is restricted. Did you want something?
Just thought you might need some help.
Well, we're fine, thank you.
Sure.
He's gone.
Oh, thank God.
I don't think he'll be back.
Nobody
Please
called
don't.
me.
Take it easy. I'll explain
Where's
it to
this
you
from?
later.
Okay, Tito. You can open your eyes now. You're safe.
Siobhan,
It's all right.
where's Bus?
Adam, I had to take him out of there.
Okay, look, where's the IV?
It's right here. I left it in.
Hold it up. Look, would you get an IV rack down here?
Yeah, but what?
Now! That's gonna be all right now. Well, how's it feel?
My chest.
All right, we'll take care of it. You know if he's had any medication?
The nurse gave him an injection 20 minutes ago.
It's all right then. What happened?
I came to visit him. I was on my way home. I noticed there was no guard at his door. He's supposed to have 24-hour protection. They must have gotten rid of him. I don't know. I realized Tizo said that if he didn't get out of there in 5 minutes, he'd be dead, that they were going to kill him. He's too weak to move, so I put him on the cart, and that guy came into the room 30 seconds later, and he followed me into the elevator.
You know who he is?
No.
All these people.
All right, you're okay. Just take it easy. Oh, get me security. It's an emergency. Don't let him move. Hey, this is Dr. Cohen. Look, don't ask me to explain it. There's a man who's going to try to leave the hospital. Get a guard on every exit and stop him. He was in an orderly uniform. I doubt he'll stop to change. He's Caucasian, about 5'8", 160 pounds, 35, short dark hair. Just hold him. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. Oh, he's probably out of the hospital by now. We'll see. Oh, thank you. Do me a favor. Would you wait outside? Please. How you doing?
I don't know.
Maybe you should sit down for a few minutes.
I don't think so. Might not get up again.
Siobhan.
You hold on. Dr. Cohen is here. We're going to take you back to your room, and you're going to be safe.
Thank you, thank you. I thought that was going to be it. They would have... You're a smart girl. Brave. I didn't want anything like this to happen. I'm sorry.
I couldn't let them do that to you. They were going to kill you.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I am fine.
Did they know who you are?
That guy? I don't think so. He couldn't have.
He saw you?
Yeah?
I'm sorry. I didn't want anything like this to happen. I'm sorry.
I don't understand.
Wally, my enemies. If they knew what you did, you're connected with me now, in their eyes. It's all changed.
I keep wanting to go upstairs and make sure Siobhan is still there.
She was asleep on her feet. She's out for the night.
Oh, Jack, when I think what could have happened.
Yeah, I know. My knees go weak. I get angry all over again.
Cecil actually summoned her.
Yeah. But it's Joe who gets me. It's been almost 24 hours. No word from her husband. Must be awfully busy taking care of Tisa's legal operations.
Were you just watching the news?
No, honey, I was talking to Jack. Where are you going?
The Crystal Palace. You know, they searched all over the park and they can't find Prince Albert. And they were interviewing this expert on gorillas. He scared me to death. He said that Albert could die just from the cold.
We were talking about Siobhan.
Oh. I think it was awful for that man to go after Tiso there. I mean, you should be safe in a hospital. Another thing. Albert could climb a tree and die like his mother.
Back to the gorilla again.
No, Bobby. Gorillas think they're sure-footed like monkeys, but they're not. He could go way up and then fall out. Especially if he's frightened. And I'm sure he is.
You know what I always say?
What?
Beware falling gorillas.
You are completely insensitive. You don't care about animals.
Oh, no, I'm with D, Jack, here. I mean, gorilla all alone in Central Park at night, he could get mugged.
Okay, come on, monkey. Give me your banana.
Oh, yeah, in the fursuit, you know. Come on, strip. Honey, he could die from the cold.
You two are both disgusting.
Honey, wait a second. I'm sorry. I'm concerned about the animal, but I'm also concerned about you walking through the park alone at night. Especially if he's as mad at you as you say he is.
He is. I was the one that tricked him back into the cage when he first escaped. He hates me. But I still care about him, and I'm sorry he's alone and lost. I know what it's like to be betrayed by somebody you trust. Anyway, he's obviously hiding from humans. I take the main path. I gotta go to work. I'll see you later.
What work?
Planning. Geez, Crystal Palace gonna open soon, you know.
Honey, you can plan it right here. You don't have to go.
Sorry.
It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, I'm, go across the street, check on Tiso.
How are you gonna check?
Bribe his nurse. I don't know.
Well, do me a favor, Jack. Watch out for falling gorillas.
Look, don't worry too much about Delia. I mean, if she and Prince Albert come face to face in Central Park, my money ain't on the prince.
Thanks, Steve.
Well?
Well, what? Fancy meeting me here?
Sort of. You haven't been around today.
I spent the last 24 hours in Philadelphia. I just got back. I gather you've been hanging around here?
Boys bring you the reports.
No, I haven't seen Tizo yet. They're changing his dressings. But as soon as that's done, I'll get his reports and he'll get mine. Ordinarily, I'd follow up on that crack about my boys, but I'm too tired tonight.
Ought to be a fascinating session. Exchange of reports.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I'll tell him all about his trucking company and the laundry service and wholesale fish prices.
And he'll tell you all about what you would call it, his latest little adventure.
Hey, you're funny tonight, Jack, but I'm not in the mood, so why don't you go home, okay?
Give my regards to your wife.
Boy, you're begging for it, Jack. Hey, what the hell is your problem, anyway?
Siobhan, Tiso, assassination attempts.
Well, those are my problems before they're yours, and I can handle them a lot easier if you just keep your mouth
even
shut.
called her?
Yes, I had a meeting with Siobhan, and we came to an agreement that's none of your business.
I know about the agreement, the bare bones of it. But after last night, under the circumstances, I figured you'd be over on that phone telling her how much you love her and what you'd do to get out of it.
After what last night? What are you talking about?
Attempted murder, for God's sake. I believe she saved his life.
Wait. I don't understand. Explain.
Nobody told you? Come on.
Explain!
You really don't know, do you? Guy came to make a hit. Tisa wasn't hurt, neither was Siobhan. They pulled a fast one. They got out scared, but okay. I figured you'd hear within minutes.
Look, you tell me about this. From start to finish. When last night?
Late. Tiso called her. He talked to her into coming to visit.
Oh, no, he wouldn't.
He did. And she did against her better judgment. She was here for a while, and then when she was ready to go, she noticed the cop wasn't on the door. In fact, he was nowhere in sight. There wasn't anybody in sight. Tiso told her not to phone for help, but to get him out of that room damn quick. He knew. He was right. She wheeled him to the elevator, just in time to see a guy come by, go down the corridor, and right into Tiso's room. He was carrying linens. It doesn't take a genius to know what he had under the linens.
No, wait a minute. Go back. How did she move him? Why didn't that guy recognize Tiso?
Because Tiso was under a sheet, playing dead. Siobhan found a lab coat. She was playing nurse's aide, going about her business, taking a corpse to the morgue. How she got him from the bed to the cart, I'll never know.
And the hitman, they lost him?
No. No, he got wise, and he followed him right into the elevator. He questioned Siobhan casually, and then he lifted up the sheet and took a look at Tiso.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, at that moment, the elevator doors opened. Adam Cohn walked in. Siobhan tipped him off by looking square in the eye and calling him by the wrong name. Even so, the guy got off the elevator with him, was going to follow him into the morgue. Adam stopped him. So your wife and your uncle and his doctor went one way, and the would-be killer went the other way.
Thinking Tiso's dead.
Yeah, well, he'll know differently soon enough. What kind of trouble is Siobhan in because of this?
Depends. Did anybody recognize her? I gotta talk to Tiso about this. I called him this morning. Why didn't he tell me? Why didn't he? Security's supposed to be foolproof, even if they did get rid of the cop.
Siobhan. Yeah, she didn't want to go to the hospital. She knew the danger. Tiso said that he could patch it up with you, so she was willing to take the risk.
Okay, I'll straighten it out. It can't. It won't happen again, Joe.
Siobhan loves you. She's terrified that she'll lose you. If you're not in with Tiso, take her away. She asks you to leave New York. Do it. Do it now.
Don't lecture me. And don't give me advice.
And if you are in with Tiso, then let her go. Because she's never going to live in this kind of
She's my wife. I know how she thinks. I know how she's feeling.
You know she's safe? You know if she's safe right now? Look, I'm not asking as a reporter or critic. I'm asking as a relative of hers and yours. I want an answer. How much trouble is Siobhan in because she saved Tiso's life?
nothing will happen to Siobhan.
The old man's still alive. Yeah, I'm sure. I just got a call. No plan. No nothing till I find out who the girl was. I gave you her description. She might work for the hospital, but don't count on it. All right. Get back to me quick.
Wind blows or a workman in the basement makes a noise and it gets a little spooky. I guess it's because I'm in this huge place alone that I imagine full of people.
Well, there's that for sure.
There's also Prince Albert. I was afraid coming over.
Honey, why don't you go back to the drawing?
Oh, no. Not yet.
You're still mad about the joke?
No, I'm not mad at you. Anyway, sorry, he's always nasty to me. I'll just have to get back at him at the open. Hey, come over, look. Here's a table right behind a pillar far away from the stage. Maybe I could put a potted palm in front of it.
Now, that wouldn't be Jack's by any chance, would it?
Why not? It only seats one. This was really fun. You want to help me arrange this?
No, there's a hockey game. I don't want to miss it. On the tube. That's a great system, though.
Yeah, I got the idea from an article I cut out a long time ago about how to plan your living room when I was first married and doing it for the first time. It's a good thing I saved those articles. You remember that living room with Frank?
You guys didn't have a living room.
Well, it was a combination, living room, dining room, kitchen. You know, I think I'll stay here. I really feel happier in my Crystal Palace.
Now, honey, I can't wait, and you don't want to stay here all alone. Come on home with me.
You go ahead. I'll be all right.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, don't be up late.
I won't. Bobby, I could do this just as well at Ryan's.
We'd all be a lot happier about that. I got you going here.
Okay.
Desire of power and excess caused the angels to fall.
Where'd you come from?
Outside. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, why don't you start reading the Bible?
Not the Bible. Francis Bacon.
Bet you probably think I don't know who that is. Well, I do. He's the guy that supposedly wrote Shakespeare. Although I don't know what he has to do with anything. What are you doing here?
Well, that little passage keeps running through my head whenever I think of you, and I looked it up before I came so I could quote it properly.
I'm impressed. You can go now.
There was a point, Dee. In plainer English, you may be in big trouble.
you're not. Everything's fine. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
I came by simply to point out that you may be in some danger.
Oh, so you come in tossing around your intellect, slinging fancy quotations?
All right, look, I'm sorry. Maybe it was an unfortunate choice for an opening, but my intentions were pure. Now, let me explain.
Go ahead.
An excess of power. The sight of you surveying your world here
Drove you crazy, right?
scared me. Dee, do you remember a long time ago when you were very depressed about yourself and I was trying to help you out of it?
A few times.
All right, I'm glad you remember. At that time, I suggested that you use creative fantasies to think about what you did the best, what you enjoyed the most, to imagine yourself doing it in the best possible situation, to think about what you wanted out of life.
Right.
And you chose power. You said that you loved to run things.
That's right. And here I am. It's everything I was after, isn't it? Oh, I may not be able to buy and sell whole cities or countries. Not yet, anyway. But I'll be saying who sits at the best tables. All the rich people, the fancy people, the jet setters, all be fighting to get in here. And knowing Delia will count.
It always did.
So I have power of a sort. I'm using all the talents you used to tell me I had. I'm all set.
At what cost?
Well, it was very expensive. Posh people don't like to come to unposh places.
Delia, I am suggesting that you need this so much that you're endangering your life.
I don't know how you mean.
Yes, you. I see that you had the wall repaired. Did that cost Tizo much?
Oh, that was covered by the insurance.
I see. And did they raise the rates when they found out that Novotny was planning to frequent this place?
He isn't.
He is behind you, isn't he, Dee?
He's a friend.
Much more than that, I suspect. Either he is a very close friend,
what?
Or a business associate. Now, for my own vanity, I suspect that I prefer the latter. In any case, you have entered into a very unwise, unhealthy alliance.
Poor Don Diego couldn't possibly do it herself, right? I know why you came here tonight. You just had to put me down again. I'm a success and you can't stand it because I did it without you. You didn't show me how. You didn't give me little pep talks. I didn't consult you about anything. I didn't need you or your connections. Will you look around here, Roger? This place is me. My talent for taste and ideas and organization.
Financed by your money?
You just can't stop insulting me, can you?
And you can't seem to answer a direct question.
Why should I? Why are you asking?
Because you are still my wife.
In name only. Probably not for much longer.
Done anything about that?
Legally, no. I have no time.
Neither have I. But aside from our legal status, you are still a person that I care about.
I'm still a person that you feel superior to.
Delia, if Tizo is not financing you and he's not keeping you, then you're behaving more stupidly than I thought.
I can't stand this. Get out of here!
Well, for crying out loud, Delia, will you choose your friends with a little discretion? Tizo is still a target. Just stay away from him.
I tell you how to pick your friends? Something. That little trollop Lily that night in Lens, wiggling all over the place in public, hanging all over you. Do I interfere?
It was a dance. I haven't seen her since.
So what? Who cares?
I care, Dee. About your physical safety, nothing more.
Well, that's very kind of you, but I can take care of myself.
Certainly hope that's so.
Why don't you stretch out and really close your eyes?
Oh, I'm tired. I'm too keyed up to sleep. Where'd Siobhan go?
Out walking the dog. In the opposite direction from the hospital. I tell you, Jack, as proud as I was of her behavior last night, I mean, thinking on her feet and saving Tisa from danger, the thought that she was really there, actually, it just stops my heart.
Well, she was there because he asked her to come.
Yes, but she knew it wasn't safe to
Well,
be there.
he said it was, and she wanted to believe him because he offered her some hope about Joe. Now, this is going to sound crazy, but her meeting up with that hitman may not have been all bad. At least it brought home some reality to her. Before, when she gave Joe that ultimatum, she was wavering. Now she's solid as a rock. He either drops his uncle's business or she drops him.
Well, that may be the point Siobhan is at, but what about Joe? I mean, he wants his wife and he wants his child.
Well, that may be what will save him. I've had to do a lot of rethinking about Joe. I used to believe, maybe because I wanted to, that he was in the dark about his uncle's operations. Now I have to accept that he knows plenty. Probably always did. Chances are, he's in charge now that Tisa's out of commission.
Oh, dear Lord, do you really think that?
Yes, and so does Siobhan, which is why she's so firm in her resolve.
Oh, Joseph as a criminal, that's very hard for me to deal with.
I still think that he was backed into it. There are some people who believe he was groomed for it all his life. I don't think so. Because there's one thing I know, and that hasn't changed. He does love Siobhan. He wants her in this kind of life. You've heard of the kids, the station wagon, the dog.
Yes.
She's his way out.
But I know what she means to him, but he also loves his uncle.
Well, loving his uncle means running his business. He can't have it both ways. Siobhan will not bring a child into that world. That's good. And she won't live in it herself.
But is Joe going to accept that? I mean, if he's part of... Well, I mean, if he's part of Tiso's world, I mean, those people just take what they want, violently if need be.
Well, there would be no point to that. Also, I can't believe that Joe would intentionally hurt Siobhan or anybody close to her.
That's true. I've always sensed his goodness, but...
He wants a decent kind of life. He wants the honesty, the closeness, a whole bunch of people to care about and to care about him. That's Siobhan and this family.
I hope for Siobhan and the baby's sake that he wants it enough.
Well, if this family could corral somebody who swore he wanted no part of it, they ought to be able to keep somebody who says he does.
I'd like to see that man rest before the party. Go on, take him.
St. Patrick's Day. Without Mary. Ice skating. Without Mary.
I know, dear, I know.
Well, at least I know where she got her sweetness. I miss her. More all the time.
We all do.
Wait! What?
Oh, Jeff, please. Oh, you were shouting again in your sleep.
It's a damn dream. It happens over and over. I wake up. I know I had it. I can't remember.
Is it about Mary?
It's about her. She's not there. It's something to do with Mary, the accident, but she's not in it. I always feel the same way whenever I wake up, like I was almost there. Almost where? I can't even remember what I'm looking for, but I'm so close.
Well, can you think what happened before? I mean, the feeling?
Scared. About Mary, about something. I'm looking.
Looking for her?
No, not for her. There's a fog for a man in a green hat, and I try to reach out to him, but he has no face.
No face?
Nothing. Then there's another figure, and Who knows?
Really? It may come to you?
No, I don't think so. I try, and I try.
Well, maybe you should just stop trying. That's what I do. I mean, when I can't remember something, where I put something, or what I was going to do, I just don't think about it. I sit myself down in a quiet place, and I try to put everything else out of my mind, relax, and often whatever it is just pops into my head.
I've tried that a few times. I've even used Siobhan's yoga exercises. I must be blocking.
Why is that?
I suppose whatever it is too loaded, too scary to face.
Too painful?
Yeah, well, it's getting harder not to know. Starting to hate to go to bed.
I've been noticing lately, young man, that you're not getting enough sleep.
Well, maybe I'll take your suggestion. Try your technique again. Sounds like self-hypnosis.
Well, you might call it that. What is it, Jack?
I just had a thought. What about pro? Somebody who does hypnotism professionally. I don't mean a magic type. I mean a professional hypnotist.
Well, it's a thought. I was reading in a magazine just the other day that they have a great deal of success with that in medicine today.
Who would know who a good, reliable medical hypnotist would be?
The Coleridges? Maybe somebody over at Riverside?
I don't know. Probably wouldn't work. I wouldn't be much of a subject.
Well, you're not exactly the suggestible type, no, but if you wanted it to work, it just might.
Well, they say that you have to cooperate. I'd sure be willing to try.
Someone there?
Bobby to check on flowers? Oh, a piano. I can tell my work. The party!
Bobby, is that you? Who's there?
Again, faster, right? Again, even faster, right? You don't like my singing.
Oh, she loves your singing. She just needs a minute to catch her breath.
She never used to need a minute to catch her breath, right? And I'm not getting hoarse, I'm thirsty.
Yes, and another minute to tell you that I used to sing it 100 times. Faster than everyone. Faster than what?
Faster than a speeding bull. In fact, I remember when I was 4 years old.
I bet.
I don't mean...
this now. You remember moments that you couldn't possibly remember.
What?
You claim total recall of every Patrick's Day party on March 17th in this bar before you were born.
All right, I admit it. I admit my prenatal memory is a little vague, somewhat spotty. I remember soft music, gentle motion.
Get another beer here for the doctor. Oh, that's Dr. Cohen.
St. Patrick's Day.
Here,
That's nice.
Well, thanks. It was just great. Look, I rehearsed this all the way over here. Erin go Bra!
Oh, indeed it is. I was going to stay with us for a while. There's going to be lots of singing and more booze. And I wanted to thank you personally for taking care of carried my girl the other night to the hospital.
Oh, listen, I just played along. It was her show. Have you recovered?
Boy, yeah, I'll say. I've learned a lesson. I'm not going to go visit Uncle Tizo anymore.
Oh, yeah.
What does half a glass of beer do to a pregnant lady?
I don't know what they're doing to you.
It's making me sleepy and kind of foggy.
Empty stomach?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll just go fix the buffet, and you sit yourself down. I'll get you some coffee.
All right, but
You only need to just sit there. All right, listen, everybody. How about Nels Flaherty straight?
You told me you were going to do rap-a-beans like Ronnie.
You don't have to stand to sing it. They'll sing it. They'll sing it twice. They always do.
They always sing it twice, so they'll sing it twice. It feels good to be here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Even though Joe and Tom and Mary aren't here. Where's Delia?
She's probably over at the restaurant. She's getting nervous about the opening. She's not going to miss St. Patrick's Day over here at Ryan's, or she'll be here.
What can I do to help? Well, you can get the platters down. They're in the cupboard next to the stairway. The big one is for the meat, so John gets to slice it, that is.
What? No.
Why? Francis, you've been so strong up to now, please stay away from me.
And Johnny still has to slice it.
Yes, Ma, Jill. Look, I like being home on St. Patrick's Day. It's been a good day. The first in several years I've had with my family instead of the voters, right? The company is pure pleasure. But the smell of that corned beef in there is torturing me, and I can't take it any longer. Let Dar sing, I'll slice it. In the process, I'll take one tiny little piece for myself. Trust me.
It will be anything left, I know. I'll distract him.
No, don't distract me now.
I'm also going to help.
You are? Wonderful. Get a carving knife.
Right.
You know,
What?
this party is terrific because of you, because you make everybody feel good, especially me.
If you don't get a carving knife, I'm going to tear into this with my bare hands.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Don't you want to kiss me?
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, I'm looking for Mrs. Novak.
Who might you be?
I'm Mr. Novak's driver. He asked me to deliver this.
I see. Siobhan, there's something here from Joe.
Oh, and he asked me to wish you all a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Say the same to him, would you?
Yes, I will.
I didn't think you'd realize.
So you had to be Irish, you know about March 17th?
Yeah, I did.
So are you going to open it?
No.
Come on.
Open it up. Please, go ahead.
I'm a little curious.
Well, I'm very, very, very curious. Come on.
Open it up.
Oh, my goodness.
Emerald that big.
I've never seen anything like it.
How on earth could he afford...
Well, everybody go to the table and get the food. Bob, you start face. Before Francis takes it all. Adam, come on. I think I will. Francis will demolish him before we get hungry. Oh, there's a point.
True. This is really meant for everybody. I guess I could read it, you know, after dinner.
Oh, just my speed. Corned beef and pastrami.
Why don't you read it out loud now?
Hey, yeah, that's a good idea. Everybody, my husband sends his regards to the whole clan, and this is what he says. They tell me there's not a drop of Irish blood in my veins, no Celts where I come from. But the way I am about emeralds, I figure they must be wrong. There's a little jewelry store on Coney Island Avenue, and Mr. Moss owns it. He has for 100 years at least. My mother maybe was some distant relative of his. At any rate, he always let me look at the emeralds. Today I looked and I saw this, and Mr. Moss said it was made for Siobhan Ryan Novak. And he was right. Have a great day. Think about next year when the baby and I will be there to join the party. Love to your folks, and Frank and Jill. Little John, Jack, and Ryan. Bob, Faith, and Delia. Mustn't forget her. Love you, Siobhan. Miss you, Joe.
Now, that was a lovely note. You want me to help put this on?
I don't think so.
You going to keep it?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe, I'll have to wait and see.
They love each other. They should be together. It's got to work for somebody. Oh, did I do that?
What?
Make you sad? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, honey, it wasn't you. It's Delia. Siobhan reading about it there. I just realized she should have been here better.
Me, remember, Alice? It's all right. I'm your friend.
Okay, whistle up for a little quiet, huh? Lady! Lady! It's Patrick! It's Patrick!
Hey! Don't let him hang up till I get on the phone.
I'll call Dee over at the restaurant as soon as I get off the phone.
Oh, Bob, will you stop worrying about your baby sister? She's fine. She'll be here in a while. Would you tell him that she is fine and that she'll be here?
She is, she will. And how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Fair.
Oh, well, if we're going to tell the truth, I'm not even that good.
Oh,
No, I thought you were supposed to lie for St. Patrick's Day.
that's Johnny Ryan's rule, not mine.
You know, he tries to give the impression that he doesn't get along with his father-in-law. But in reality, they're very close. So why are you only fair?
Well, I'm tired, actually.
Why? I mean, I know why Siobhan is tired, because she's pregnant. But you're not pregnant.
Mm?
What, have you been burning the midnight oil, or... I think that's what writers do, right?
No, I sleep okay, but I wake up every night with the same nightmare.
About Mary?
Yeah, I wish I could remember the whole thing. But it's, told Maeve I was even thinking of hypnosis. I'll go nuts if I don't remember.
You forget a particular piece of the dream?
Same part, every time. It's like it's the answer to everything. And it's right there, but I can't reach it.
Well, hypnosis can be great. I've treated a lot of patients successfully.
You do hypnosis?
Sure. I rotated between neurology and psychiatry during my internship.
Adam, would you try it with me? I'm serious about the nightmare. I'd appreciate it.
Sure. Come by the hospital in the morning. Say 10?
I'll be there.
I don't know if you really like it.
Listen, everybody! Patrick sends his love. And he wants his mother to do him a very special favor. Request time!
Keeping the chins to boot.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Patrick, this is for you. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses fallen. 'Tis you must go, while I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. For I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. Get my message.
Oh, you like it? Oh, she's great!
Well, you've sung it better, darling. Never quite as fast.
That's right.
Well, there's a cheerful way to sing that song, and there's a quiet way to sing that song. It fits all moods, doesn't it?
I haven't had enough of this corned beef.
Depends on the tempo.
I'm into corned beef.
Corned beef is very good, by the way.
Oh,
You're going to have corned beef? You can have some. So help yourself.
Get hold of Dee?
No, I called her at the Crystal Palace. There wasn't any answer. I know she had some stuff to do before she came to the party, but she said she'd be here just as soon as she got finished.
Well, maybe she's in the storeroom or the basement. She can't hear the phone. Try her again, Bob.
Yeah, good.
Okay, 4 meters.
I thought this was supposed to be a party. What has happened to all this? Oh, Frank and Dave are going to put all the kids to sleep, and they'll be back down, and the festivities will begin. Well, I don't want to wait that long. How about you?
What about me?
Well, you must know some songs.
Oh, somehow I don't.